everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Aurélien. We'll be talking about Fedora infrastructure applications today, possibly hack some things, add new features, fix some bugs, this sort of thing. I have a few bugs that are available for the take-in here. One is on the Planet software, that aggregates the different blogs from Fedora community. And there's been a request to send Fedora messaging messages when a new post is fetched by the Planet, because we used to award badges when that happened and they don't work anymore. So I wanted to restore that possibility. And so that's this ticket. There's another ticket here about displaying the email alias in Noggin instead of the account email, but that requires some thinking through because the alias is not always available to everyone who has a Fedora account. And so we need to decide on what we do in that case. We can totally detect the number of groups that a person is in Noggin, so we have the information. I just don't know how to display it and what to fall back to, basically. And the last possibility is a search filter for Mirror Manager, because the mirrors page is, you have no way to filter it. So it's kind of, if you have a mirror that is somewhere not on the first page, you don't really know where it's at. And the person was asking to at least filter by country, which is very easy to do. We could totally do that. So, since it's already 4, because I started late today, sorry about that. I'm going to show you where it's at on this one because I've started working on it. So I know there's a possibility to rename streams. I haven't ever done that before, so I'm gonna be fiddling a little bit with it. Just a minute. I know there's a possibility to do that in Twitch. So teach Fedora Planet to send a Fedora message when a new post is fetched. Okay. Is that gonna work? I do not know. Let us see. So that's gonna be in Python as well. Okay. All right. Apparently it changes the stream name. Cool. I'm starting to learn the Twitch ins and outs. All right. So let me show you where it's at. What I've done until now. I have this. Yes, this one here. Okay. So if I go look at the software, we have basically a wrapper around Pluto. Pluto being the blog aggregator that generates the static HTML. But we have a wrapper around that to build the ini file for Pluto. So if I go to Pluto here, I have this build Planet script that will build a Pluto.ini file. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. You open the Planet file and you add the user entry, the links, blah, 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 blah. And then you call Pluto build. Okay? So I've currently disabled that because I was hacking on it. I'm just going to show you what I've changed. Basically, I'm just making it easier to build the blog, the aggregator, the Planet locally, instead of just being able to build it in OpenShift, because I want to hack on it locally. I don't want to do things on staging directly. So I'm basically using environment variables instead of just hard-coding the paths. Same thing here, same thing here. And I'm just disabling the collection of users because, it's kind of long because it crawls all the Fedora accounts. It's kind of long, and I just want to have a quick result. The output is in build here, or is it in output? Yeah, the output is in. The output of the script is in build, where you have the planet here, the planet.ini file with the result of this collection that is generated. And then we call Pluto itself, which sends the output to the output directory. Let's see how it works. So I have this virtual environment. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work because I need the environment variables that I just said I wanted to be using. So they are planet build dir and planet does dir. All right, that's fine, that's fine. Planet build dir is going to be build. Planet dust dir is going to be output. Let's start. Okay, it fails because, yes, because I'm not logged into Fedora, so I'm going to fix that. Yeah, let me unshare my screen while I do that. You know, you're never sure enough. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, it's here. Okay. Sorry, just a sec. While I'm logging into my Fedora account using Kerberos, and of course I have two-factor authentication, so I'm gonna fix that. It's on. Let me just make sure that I'm clearing this entry. Good. Okay, I can share the screen again. That's okay. All right. So I'm logged in. Let's try to run it again. And I have an error. I'm still not at the point where I'm going to add the Fedora messaging feature, but I just want to make sure. Oh, really? What's wrong? What is wrong? Connection error. That's probably because of something in the script. Right. It's doing this kinit already. So that's totally not something that I want to do. I'm gonna skip it for now. Oh, by the way, I have some matcha here, so let's start. Oh, yes, it doesn't have Pluto installed. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. Okay. So Pluto is not in the path apparently. Yeah, I haven't installed it. Of course, I need to install it. Of course, otherwise that's never gonna work. Can you pass the issue link, please? Yes, totally. So that's this one. There you go. Okay. Originally, it was a request to fix the attribution of the badge that was given to people when they posted a new post on the planet. But fixing it means that the new planet needs to send a message so that the badge can actually be awarded. And so we're doing that right now. All right, so we need Pluto. What's Pluto? Yes. Okay. So I need Pluto installed, but is it installed? How do you get Pluto usually? Wait, what? Oh, all right. I need to install Pluto using, because Pluto is Ruby, right? So how do I get this? Can someone with Ruby knowledge know how to get this? Oh, I can do my research. Ruby install gem file. How to install gems from gem file? Excellent question. Bundle install. Okay, is that it? Okay, there's apparently something called bundler. Fine, let's try that. Bundler install. Oh. This doesn't work. How to build Ruby gem, bundle, blah, 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 blah. Next, what is bundler? Listing gems files. I think it's just bundle install and it puts them in. Oh, ooh, okay. I'm not sure I want them to be installed that way. Is there some equivalent of the virtual environment for Ruby? Because I have my own. Oh yeah, there's bundler here. Okay. Spell checkers. What is this? Initialized constant. I'm probably missing something. Bundle. Okay, next question. Ruby bundler install spell checkers. What is this? Am I missing some dependency? That's possible. It's very likely actually. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. 2021, no, that's very old. Okay, maybe that's my version of bundler that is a problem. Gem list. Bundler, I have 262, and that's older. Ruby gem bundler, okay. Oh, maybe, yeah, okay, maybe maybe it went back to 222 because that's what in the gem file lock, no? Bundled with, okay. Okay. So how do I update a gem file to make it use the newer version? That's a good question. Let's have a look at bundler. Bundler, outdated? No. Well, what can you do, bundler? Yeah, okay. What did it install? Goodbye. Okay, so let's go back to this. Bundler help. Okay. Are you sure the command shouldn't be bundle without the R? Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of an alias from one to the other. Oh, but you mean bundle install instead of bundler install. Let me check. Bundle install, okay. I think bundle is a call to bundler. Prune. Can I tell it not to update to change the bundle version? Probably. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Clean. Deployment. Okay. Local. Okay. Okay. Installing groups. Okay. Conservative. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Let's look at the reference. Bundler. Cool. Let's see the docs. Maybe it's a FAQ. Maybe I should just not install bundler. No, wait, no. Okay. Let me ask it something else. Bundle update, maybe? Let's try bundle update. Pluto was resolved to 134, which depend on Pluto merge, 111, Pacman, liquid, and scan. Okay. And something went wrong. Big decimal was wrong. Pluto, blah, 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 big decimal. Okay. And why did it fail? Probably because it's missing a C library, right? Ah, yes, I'm missing Ruby devel. Okay, I can do that. Hey, hello. Hey, I gotta go to bed. What time is it at your place? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm missing. Because I need to get the C, to get a C dependency. 8 p.m. Okay. Good. I'm good. Yeah, we're teaching the Fedora Planet builder to send the Fedora message at the end of its collection for the new posts. Okay, so it's installed. Right. So it should be somewhere in my bin now. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, that's Pluto. It's here. Okay, cool. Anyway, so now I can run my script. Let's try to run the script again. And it fails. Okay. Right. Probably a missing dependency. Can the Docker file tell me a little bit more about it? Ruby devel, okay. You found my channel by looking at Linux tags. Yep. So I'm a contributor to the Fedora infrastructure actually. So not really the distribution, even though I do contribute a little bit to it, but mostly the infrastructure that helps people build the distribution. And it's composed of many things. One of them is Fedora messaging, which is really cool. It's a way of sending messages from applications to applications. It's an inter-application messaging bus, basically, as it's called. And I don't think a lot of distributions have that. And really, it's really useful because we have a ton of different applications that do small things, and we connect them with one another using this. So we have a formal way of sending messages from one application to another. And one of the consequences of having that is that we also have a small application on a corner that runs and that looks at what people do, what people contribute to in the Fedora Infra, and gives them badges as a result of that. And that's a way for us to encourage people to contribute. So they get nice, pretty badges, and if they do things many times, then they get another badges, which is an evolution of the previous one. It's all very cool. And we used to have a badge. We used to award badges to people when they were posting to our blog aggregator called Planets. And unfortunately, we changed the software that was building the Planet because it was very, very outdated and unmaintained. But in the new system, we didn't really reintroduce the message emitting feature. So the badges are not awarded anymore, which is a little bit sad. So I'm trying to teach the new software to send messages, basically. Right now, I'm in the process of making it run on my local machine. And once that runs, I can add new feature. But first, I want to get it running. All right, so I need SQLite 3. Cool, I can totally do that. Thank you. So probably something like gem install. Does this exist? Yeah, let's try that. SQLite 3. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's try to run the software again. Are you using Linux right now? I gotta go to bed. Active record adapter. Okay. I don't know why that's happening. You wish you could. Okay. What do you want to use this Linux computer for? You know, there's many distributions of Linux, like many versions of Linux that each target some audience. Some of them are for servers, some of them are for desktops, some of them are for embedded devices. Some of them are easy to use for somebody who doesn't know Linux. Some others are for people who know it a little bit better because it gives them more options, more possibilities that would probably confuse a first-time user. So there's a lot of possibilities and trade-offs that you have to make when choosing your distributions, but there's still a couple, like 3-4 main distributions that you can pick from if you're a beginner. So it depends on what you want to do with your computer, basically. All right. Installing documentation for SQLite. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's there, but it's not there. I don't know Ruby, and it shows, basically. That's the problem. Extensions or a gems, maybe? Yeah, do I have SQLite here? I'm not sure. Normal browsing and sitting, yep. Coding, light gaming, all right. It's one that I use to watch lectures. Oh, what is this? Okay. How do you do that? Error loading the SQL 3 active record adapter. Maybe there's somebody who knows about this. I'm just cargo culting here. Can't activate SQL 3. Okay. Let's have a look at that. What's this? Let's try. So it's telling me you want 1.4 minimum. Okay. Update. Is this gonna work? I don't know. We'll see. Seems to take a little time to install SQLite. Maybe there's some compilation involved. So I installed Fedora for Linux for the first time a week ago. Okay, it's good and fast. Yep, but it's been super tiring figuring everything out. Is that normal when you're just starting with Linux? Someone told me on Reddit it takes 36 months to set up a Linux, so I switched back to Windows after 1 day. Yeah, it depends on what you want to do with it, really. It is true that there are some things that work differently, so there is some adjusting to do. Just because it's an environment that you don't really know. And there are some, getting used to its particularities. 6 months, I don't know really. It depends on what your experience with computer is. It could be, I don't know. It seems like a really, how should I say that? It could be 6 months for someone, it could be 1 month for another, it could be 2 weeks for another, I don't know. Or even more than 6 weeks. If I install Linux on my parents' computer, it's going to take them more than 6 months to get used to the changes, just because they don't use it often and they're not really interested in understanding why it works that way and how it works, basically. They want that. They want to treat their computers as they used to treat their VCR and just, press a second button and make it do things. And the easiest thing is always the one that you're the most used to. So if you, yeah, I mean, if you want to have something that works in a couple days, well, it's going to at least take some time to reorganize your understanding of your computer. So that's probably going to take more than 2 days. If you are willing to do that and you are blocked by something else, which is, for example, the software you use that only works on Windows, then that's a different problem. Yeah, but you can surely expect things to be a little bit different, but you learn a lot in the process. That's for sure. Okay. Kind of gonna fixing things on my own. Something goes wrong and have some computer. Yep. Okay. Then the best would there's Fedora for Windows services for Linux now. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's an option. I don't know that part, but that's totally an option. You can try it that way. Or I mean, in my time, I used to dual boot things, so you can, when you start up your computer, you would choose between Windows and Linux, and it would work separately from one another. That's also a way to do it. Okay, it's updated. Okay, cool. I suppose if I do install, yeah, it's already installed. Cool. Okay, am I going to make this thing work now? No. Okay. Adapter SQLite 3. Why do you want SQLite 3 173? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that's the thing, the symbol here. Is this something? Is it going to work better? Bundle update. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's why. It was probably setting the major version to something else. Okay. Let's try again. So, I will look and give it a try again. Thanks. Yeah, sure. Okay. Can I do this? Uninstall maybe? Uninstall the first version. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Well done, Ruby. Could not find SQLite 3. What's going on? Ruby gems, okay. GCC, SQLite Devil, Ruby Devil. Yes. Pluto. Bundle install, that's the thing that I was missing here. Pluto, bundle. I don't know. When I run jacking commands, I have to prefix the executable with bundle exec. So maybe bundle exec Pluto. Oh, that's a good point. Let's try that. So I would need to be in the Pluto directory then, I suppose. Yeah, so let's see if I can change that. Pluto. Here, that's gonna be not Pluto build, but bundle exec Pluto build. Let's see if that works better. Okay, that's a different error. Pretty cool. What do we have? Failed to load command. Oops. Okay, so what's that? What's that? Logger, blah, blah, blah. Warning, warning. Huh. Yep. Maybe not. But nice try. Let's see if I can run it that way. Pluto, build. Oopsie. To build. Looks like the error is because SQLite 3 gem was uninstalled, but the app still needed to connect to the database. You could try reinstalling with gem install SQLite 3. Gem install SQLite 3. Okay. Okay. Make sure system packages are in place too. Yeah, I already have those, I think. SQLite 3 probably. No? Oh. I suppose SQLite Devil. Let's try the gem install again. Okay. Let's see if I can do a Pluto build planet.ini.o output -d output -t planet. Okay, I have the same error. Could not find SQLite 3. I did find SQLite 3 blah blah blah, the Linux binary version. Why can't it use it though? Oh, it has the tilde. It needs 1 point something. Okay. Okay, so right. Okay, so that's maybe because the version of Active Records is fixed here. Let's see if I can unfix that. Let's see if that works. Bundle update. Yeah, okay. So I'm moving from Active Record 6 to Active Record 8. Hopefully that's gonna work better. Yes, okay, let's go back. All right. We're getting there. I'm removing the output and starting the script again. Planet. Do it. Okay. Done. So that works. So in theory, this should bring me something. Aha! Yes! Nice. Cool. Okay, so I have the thing. So we have this. That's cool. Very cool, even. So the idea that I had in the ticket was that I would record the time before running Pluto, and then I would make a query. Oops, nothing too bad. I would make a query on the database that Pluto generates, because it does generate a database here, planet.db, that contains stuff. And I have a request. I can make a query there and look at the feeds, well, the entries that have been created after I executed Pluto. So let me give you an example. It's now, we're now 2 May 2nd, and it is, let's see if it's in UTC or if it's a local time. There is none, very well. Where order by, that doesn't work. Ah. Okay. Okay, so it's obviously using UTC, which is good. Very good even. I think. Yeah, I think it's using UTC. Yeah, it is. Okay, nice. So what I can do then, I'm gonna add that to my script. So now, well, start time date time dot now tz equal UTC, or date time dot time zone dot UTC. Is that gonna work? Hopefully they haven't. Yeah, they haven't. Import date time. Okay, so I'm storing the start time in UTC, and now I'm going to just make this query. So I can query the so db file is, the db file is going to be well, no, how do I address this? Oh, I don't remember. I can do SQLite from here, I know. No, not here. Here. Okay. Connect to os.path.join dest-dir planet.db. All right. And I would like to use the context manager, please, because that's better. It's going to close the connections for me. Do you have example with context managers, please? That's really not a good a good way to search things. How do you do that? Context context manager. Okay. Connection context manager, very well. With con, okay, cool. What? Right. Okay, so I don't know if there's a context manager for cursors as well, right? That's fine. We'll do it with execute. It's not great, but it's fine. It'll do. So with dbcon.execute results, and that's going to be the query that I passed it before, which is here. So I want the author, the avatar, the title. That's not this, that's a question mark. And here I have the parameter, which is going to be start time, I suppose. Okay. Let's see if that works. And now I can do fetch. I'm gonna fetch all, fetch in a loop, please. That's better as well. Not fetch all. Oh, do I have a simple example, please? Not fetch one. I want to iterate over it. Cursor, there you go. So for record in result, row maybe, yeah, row in result, print row. Let's go with this. I should probably do a function here. Send messages on posts after start time. Okay, db file is going to be this. If db file, if os.path.exists db file, so if the file if the database is created, which means it's not the first run, then it makes sense for me to run the thing. If it's the first run, then there's nothing I can do. Or, oh no, you're wrong. If it's the first run, then all the contents are going to be new posts, right? Not really. Yeah, no, I can't really do that. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore sending the message if it's the first run. So send message db file start time. Right. So I'm defining this function here. Well, actually, this is going to happen later. Okay. Okay. If the file exists, and run the thing and tell me what's new. It should show me no file actually, because yeah, of course. Let's try again. Oh yeah, it's wrong. Sorry. I forgot to replace that with the path. Let's try again. Okay. Oh. Okay, what should I do? To strings in a ISO, okay. .iso format. Fine, let's do this then. So here it should be .iso format. Okay. And it shows me nothing. Why? Because there are no posts that are earlier than now. So let's just say, let's print this. Right, that's the time that I have created, that I've made my run, but all the posts have been created before that. So let's just ignore. So for the sake of testing, I'm going to just assume send messages on post after db file. I'm just, for the sake of testing, I'm just going to consider that if there is no database file, then, oh wait, if I run it here, the database is going to exist because it's after the build. It's always exists. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't need to bother actually. Right, I don't need to do that. There's always going to be a database because it's after the Pluto run. Yeah, that was silly of me to do that. Anyway, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna put that back. I was just worried that there would be no database file, but I've just run Pluto, so it does exist, of course. Anyway, so now I'm going to say, for the sake of testing, I'm going to do the following. Start time equals start time minus time delta hours equal 1. So I'm going to look at all the posts that have been made less than an hour ago. Let's see. It shows me nothing. Why? Print start time. I don't actually need to run the Planet thing. It's going to save me some time. Yeah, I don't actually need that for now. Okay, so I'm looking at all the posts that have been created. So 3 output planet.db, select well, it should work. What's wrong? Oops. Okay, so I'm iterating wrong on the thing. From run result, print result. How do I iterate on the thing? I thought it would be easy. Let's print this. Nah. Okay, that's what I'm running here, right? It gives me nothing. Okay. Why? Because it's not ISO format that I should use, right? What should I use? It's not ISO format. It's ISO 8601. It doesn't look like that's what. Right, that's not really what SQLite wants. mean, does this work? Because it feels like it's just the wrong format. Yeah. What do you want? Should I do a register converter? It's not very satisfying. How can I format this? Time.iso format. Okay, the separator should not be T. Okay. Okay. Let's do it differently. Let's see if that's better. Ah, yes, that is much better. Okay, so now I get my result. So now I have my results, right? I have my start time. That's the debug thing that I need to remove. Okay, so now I have my row. Every new post is going to be a different message. So let's import the schema. It's called Fedora Planet Messages. It's called post new. Okay, let's import it. From Fedora Planet Messages, import post new. That's my new message. So let's get my message now. Message equal post new. And what do I put in there? I need username. Then there's a body here, which has username. That's the author, row.author. Face, I don't know what the face is. Oh, URL to the user's avatar. Okay, yeah, I don't really care about that much. It's fine. It's not really a problem. I'm just gonna, it's not mandatory, so I'm just gonna not include it because all I need is post actually. Name, what's name? Name of the Planet blog. Oh, cool. All right. So I have name here, which is going to be f dot, well, I dot title, I think, because I is items, feeds is f. Okay, so it's going to be f dot auto title. That's the name of the, right, that's the name of the blog. according to the documentation. And then there's post, which has title. And that will be i.title. Well, row.title. And here it's a row. Right. And that's all for my new post. Print message. So I'm not actually using the URL. I should actually have that, but it's not. I should totally put it there. Oh yes, I should totally put it there. Anyway, URL is going to be row.url, absolutely. Oh yes, I have f.avatar, that's cool. All right, so face is going to be row.avatar. Okay, so we now have a new post and I'm going to print it. Let's see if that works. Of course. I need to install that. It's installing Fedora Messaging, so there's a little bit of dependencies, but it's going to be there. Okay, so it's not addressable by. Okay, I thought. No, apparently not. I thought the rows would be. Are they tuples? I thought there would be name tuples. I thought the rows, the cursor, the rows would be. Oh no, that's not in the right place. Tuples. Fine. Yeah. Each row is a tuple. You can use row class or custom row factory. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a tuple. Oh, name tuple. Yeah, it's gonna be a tuple. Let's not worry too much about that for now. So I thought it would be doing something nicer, but no, it's going to be row of 0, and here I'm going to have row of 1, and then 2, and there you have 3. Incredible how that lines up. And that's gonna be 4. It's fine. So what do you say? A new post by blah 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 was published on Planet by, and there you go. Though admin is wrong though. It's not the right thing. What? Ah, there we go. Okay, so I have admin, but that's not what I want. There's something. Format URL, feed URL to title. Author. Right, so why is it wrong here? I suspect, yeah, the author is wrong here. It's putting admin for every one of them. Although they are indeed right. I mean, Fedora Magazine, that's actually wrong. Yeah, it's not great. The admin should actually be from the. Yeah, I wouldn't know. That's fine. It's gonna work. So I do have my message. I have created my message now. And I just need to publish them. How do I publish things? Easy. Using Fedora Messaging. So I could easily just put publish here and just use publish on the message. Print for message for send for message.id message, the summary. There you go. Boom. Well, sending message ID. There you go. And now I can just use publish message. Of course, that's gonna fail here because I don't have Fedora messaging set up on this local machine. Beam. Okay. I could set it up so to send the messages on tiny stage. Let me set up tiny stage. You can't read that. Sorry about that. I'm starting the VM in tiny stage that contains the RabbitMQ bus so that I can actually use it. And I'm going to use the configuration from tiny stage. So it's in Infra, tiny stage, and there's a tinystage.uml. There it is. Cool. So here I'm gonna have Fedora messaging conf equal tinystage.uml so that it loads this file and not the other one. Tiny stage is up. Let's try it. And they are sent. Oh, that's a lot of them. But they're not the same file. Okay, they're all created. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. They are all being sent. And if I go to tiny stage and I just look at the message being sent, for example, do I have this here? Yes. Yes. What topic is that? And I'm getting the messages. That's nice. So it's working. If I wanted to do something a little bit better, I would use backoff, which is a system to replay a message if it gets cut, if I'm not connected to the bus at the time that it happens. It's something that I wanted to integrate into Fedora messaging for a while, but I haven't really done so. So let's say I'm gonna add it now. Or should I do it now? Or should I wait and do it another time? Right, it may be easy. Well, first I need to update the dependencies. So Docker file here is going to need Fedora messaging, and it's going to need Fedora Planet messages. Nice. That's my two things. Do I have new dependencies? Oh, I need to remove this active record thing. Pluto gem file. Right. New dependencies? Just SQLite 3, it's already bundled. Fedora Planet messages and Fedora Message. Okay, cool. Nice. So, yes, it'll need the Fedora messaging configuration, obviously. But yeah, I can do that later. I suppose. Why is it running HTTPD? I have no idea. Oh yeah, because then it's going to be serving the static files. Okay, cool, cool. Right. Do I need anything else? Yes, I was thinking of the backoff thing. Who's using it? Yeah, webhook to Fedora messaging is using it. Cool. So publishing, I suppose. There you go. Right, so I'm going to do that in Planet. Oh. I need connection exception and publish exception. Okay. So on backoff, I'm going to try 3 times to publish a message. There you go. And it's definitely not async. So here I'm going to call publish message, which is going to be calling, oh, I need traceback. Okay. So I have the backoff handler and the give up handler available. Backoff is going to be reacting on the connection and publish exceptions, which are retryable exceptions. Okay, and the publish message, okay. And FM publish is going to be the main publish message. Okay, so that should work now. Let's try again. Ah, yeah. Of course. Let's try again. Backoff is pretty cool, actually. So I haven't defined publish at that point, and it's right. I should put that in a function, really. equals send Fedora. I really don't like how it's structured, but let's deal with it later. Start time hasn't been defined, of course, because it's here. Yeah, I can't edit the start time now. It's, yeah, my bad, my bad. That's actually going to happen here. Yeah, sorry. Can't assign to something that hasn't been defined. Otherwise, I will need to use global, which is not what I want to do. So I'm sending the things, and backoff is behaving nicely, which is nice. So I need backoff now. I hope it's available, but I think it is. Python 3 backoff. Nice. So let's remove the debug things that we've done. So this, I want to activate this again. I'm actually going to do that down there. So start time, subprocess call, and send Fedora messages. Okay, there you go. Oh no, start time isn't defined here. Okay. Of course. I think that's clearer. It's easier to read, right? Cool. What else did I change? Yes, I disabled the Kerberos because that's not actually relevant in our case. I could, instead of disabling that, because this K init call is kind of, yeah. Not great, but, and there's this. It's weird that this file, yeah, I should have that somewhere else. Do you remove it before that? Or what's, yeah, you remove the build dir, okay. Okay. So what did I change? That's just the dependencies. There's new, okay, there's trains. There's new dependencies here. That's the imports. I'm setting environment variables so that I can replay this locally. Reset directories, okay. Yeah, I'm using those variables instead of the hard-coded ones. I'm using a rm tree instead of calling rm.rf, which in shell mode, which is not great. Right, and using the Python equivalents instead of calling the shell. All right. Then that's just minor, adding username. Okay. Then that's the subprocess call and the backoff. Okay. Yeah, all right. I think it's pretty good. Ideally, I would put all that in functions, but yeah, you know how it is. So I should probably ignore that directory and output as well, Planet as well. Okay. Send a Fedora message on new posts. Fixes 15. The schema used is, where is it? Fedora Planet messages is Fedora Planet messages. We are using the schema. That's fine. And we'll need to be configured to send messages. By the way, it's kind of wrong. Yeah, it doesn't have any prefix because the topic to the Fedora messaging bus with an Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we're pretty good with this. No, what do you think? Okay. I think this can be merged and tested on staging with the proper configuration update. And I'll do it when it's done. But in the meantime, I'll push it as an update, as a pull request. Ooh. Weird. What am I based on? Why are there so many messages? Python QA, blah, blah, blah. Origin staging, origin. Okay. Oh, did I have already some pending changes in there? Oh. Yeah, apparently I had some things already there. Okay. Let's merge these things. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, let's just merge it. And what else? Add pre-commit for Python QA. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let me rebase first my changes. Because, I mean, what's the latest version of this? It's in the main branch, right? Yes. Let's go to this. So Python QA. Git rebase gets your main pool. Please. It's your git rebase main. Okay. Git log main. Oh, there's a lot. User fast JSON client. What is this? Wow. There's something wrong here. 3 commits. Oh, interesting. Pre-commit, run black and rough, and fix on left. Okay. Oh. Oh, it has been merged. Okay. Yeah, it's not actually the same thing as it used to be. Okay. Git pull. Right. Okay, so that should be up to date now. It has conflicts that must be resolved. Oh yeah, because it's merging it. It is set to staging. Oh wait a minute. What's the latest commit in staging? Huh. What is this? Okay, that's 2024. Staging and stable are changed log level. And what about main? Okay, it's just one step ahead. Okay, cool. Well, that's good then. Then, I mean, here I should rebase on main. I should get that merged on main. Probably. It's in dev. Well, that's older. That's way older. Yeah, that's way older. Okay, so I don't care about dev. Okay, cool. So that's rebased. The files changed are... Okay. The commits. That's a lot of commits. Okay. Why do you have the merges? Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Okay, so that's 7 commits. I don't get it. That should already be in main. What's this? Ah. Wow, that's weird. I should have only 3 commits. Origin main is here. Okay, deleted subplan dropdowns. What's that? What is this? Okay, so this is in... Oh. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that is in staging, but not in main. No? Wrong. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, there's a ton of stuff. What is this? What? Okay. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. It's not very clear. Staging and stable seems to be the references. But the main branch seems to be a little bit ahead. But it's not ahead of the staging and production branches. What's this? Okay, so staging directly in line. There's some merging here, but it's fine. The main branch directly in line. That's kind of weird. I mean, where's the add license? Has it diverged entirely? Okay, so this add license thing, it's in right. $7095. Okay. So there's been things added to the production and staging branches that have not been added to main. Is that correct? Right. Okay, I think I get it now. Let's fix the things. Okay. Okay, now that's better. So the main branch is now based okay. The main branch is now based on the staging branches. And so, okay. Python QA, base main. Ah, there you go. Okay. So there's this that I need to change. Well, yes. Title, yeah. Right. This one is right. This one is right as well. INI content. Okay, so that's correct. Oof, what's this? Oh, that's the not cool. Okay, let's examine this diff. There used to be f.write, blah, 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 blah. If you notice that's but no websites. Okay, so now I'm making the request.get. With if the status code is okay, then okay, right, RSS index +1, human name, okay. I think the fix is correct. I think the fix is correct, but I'm not entirely sure. I need to check that seriously. I'll need to make really sure that I'm fixing what I want to fix. Oh yeah. So it's supposed to be just running black and rough, so I'm going to see the difference. I'm going to be able to see the difference here. So yes, that's correct. JSON is probably not used. Okay. Should I remove those? I should actually put them back. Ooh. Yeah, that's wrong. So that's correct. Then there's been a logger that has been removed on line 131. Annoying. There is a logger. Okay. And there used to be one here. Okay. Actually, I don't need to do that, but that's fine. Because the logger, the logger.exception is going to print the trace back as well. But that's fine. And now there is something smarter here. Okay, it used to be in a try except call. And I've removed it from it. Okay, I put it back. Again, I can just use exception. And as a result, I don't need this. And here I don't need to define the variable as he, because I'm not gonna need it. Okay. And then I have this. Send to Fedora messaging. What's that? What? Oh no. Planet.build, that doesn't exist. Or at least it shouldn't exist, because there's no... that's fine. Okay. I'll put it back. Even though it's... Well, that kind of negates the work that I've done. No, not really. But it cancels... I'm going to have to rework this seriously. Oopsie, that's a little bit too much. I'm going to have to rework the work that I did today. Oh, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Are you trying to... What is this? Are you trying to get the list of users, but you've just had it before? You were just building it. Why are you reopening this? If Liner starts with... Okay. No, that's really not how you do it. That is really not how you do this. Anyway, you have api.publish, api.message here. You don't even use it. This is going to be wrong. You don't even use... Anyway, let's start with this. I wish I had checked that earlier. Let's... So what did I change now? Okay, so there's still probably errors that will be caught by rough, but I'm going to... Ruff is probably going to be unhappy about this. Really, that's not great. I'm gonna back to this one. So, edit this and edit this. Pre-commit run -a. Run everything, please. Now we'll know. Yes, you are unhappy, of course. So we have line 17 and line 12, 17, and 166. So 12, 17. 66. Update time. Let's go. Okay. Let's try again because I think I forgot something. I want it to run black. Oh no, it has been run. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. Whew. So now I have my Python QA branch rebased on main. And my changes are pre-commit, of course. There's a white space change here. There is some import fixes, like rough fixes, formatting stuff. Okay. Okay. White spaces and okay. White spaces. Okay. Let's push my branch again. And now I would need to rebase the work that I did earlier on that branch. And that's going to be a lot of work. Oh yes, that's a lot of work. Because of course this is going to be entirely different. So now I have a logger, I have Fedora messaging imported. What am I going to try and fix here? Send the Fedora message on your post, yeah. Okay, so now I have the API imported. There's a ton of things. Yeah, there's a ton of things. Sub-process call is here. There's a send to Fedora messaging thing here. There you go. Okay, so now I have okay, let's do it this way then. Really not what I would have chosen, but okay, that works too. Okay. That's going to take too long, my friends. I'm going to have to stop the error. That's very likely. So logging, I'm keeping it. And I'm going to add datetime. Right. So my API thing is going to be, yeah. That goes here. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to keep mine here. This one, no, not this one. I'm going to keep those back off stuff because it's cool. I'm going to keep the send Fedora message, keep the publish thing because it's cool as well. So this I'm keeping. Except, of course, this is not FM publish anymore, it's api.publish. And then I have the build with Planet, build Planet with Pluto. I should remove all my prints, but oh, it's not log, it's logger, by the way. Well done. This is wrong. I'm gonna keep that one as well. I'm gonna keep it here. There's no prints now, there's info. .info. And now I'm building using the Pluto build. It's going to be a little bit different this time. Oh yeah, I want to keep this print, except it's not going to be in print, it's going to be a logger info. Start time. This subprocess call, it's now in a try except, right? Yes. Try except. Okay. Cool. And now I'm sending the Fedora messages. Cool. So this has been replaced. I'm sending the Fedora messages for the new files, and apparently we got into the habit of sending a Fedora message at the end of the thing. Except that is very wrong. I don't know why they do this. Why they reopen the planet.ini file and try to parse things. Why they build the thing, so they have the information. I don't need to reparse it. Oh, I see why they want to do that. So they want to send a sort of dictionary of the content of the planet.ini file, but I don't think that's correct. that's... So you could do that actually with Python, with the how do you the config file, I think, or config parser. You could use this to parse the INI file, and you could dump the entire thing into a dictionary. I think you can do that. I could go to the config parser object, and I think it has methods to dump the thing. Set, write, it's worth trying. I think it's worth trying. I mean, I could be using the config parser for the entire thing, actually, you know, setting things instead of putting them instead of writing them down in the file like this. Oh, print. Do I still have prints? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm writing stuff in the file like this. I don't think I should do that. I don't think I should try to send this, the content of the key equal value, the content of the planet.ini file to like this. That doesn't seem fair. Or I could just use the, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it that way for now, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it seriously. Yeah, that's not good. Of course, this is wrong. It's now publish with the message here. And I have here planet.build. So actually, because this here is wrong. This here has the entire topic, which is wrong, simply wrong. So planet.post.new. Of course. Okay, so that's better, but I still have fixes to do because I'm still unhappy with it. But it's gonna be for next time because it's late. It's 6:12 here, so I'm gonna stop here. So thank you for passing by. I hope what I do was clear, and we'll try to finish that either next week or I'll finish it in my corner of the internet during the week. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for being there, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.